Welcome to my channel, Code with Fernando. Today we are going to see Java Access Modifiers. Access Modifiers control how much access a class, a method, or variable has from other part of the program. So this means that these modifiers can be applied to classes, interfaces, methods, or variables. They're essential for managing visibility and maintaining encapsulation. We know that encapsulation is a pillar of object-oriented programming. So what are those access modifiers? These are public. The member is accessible from any part of the class or package inside the program. Okay? So for example, a method that anyone can call. For example, a utility method, something like that. Protected. The member is accessible within the same package and by subclasses in other packages. Example, a variable meant for use in child classes, making use of inheritance. Okay? Default. Accessible only within the same package. This is sometimes called package private. Example, a class visible only to other classes in the same folder. Then we have private, accessible only within the class where it is defined. For example, internal helper methods of variables. Then we have where can access modifiers be used? So they allow on classes, interfaces, class members such as methods or variables. They are not allowed on local variables inside the methods. We create a method, and inside that we create a new scope. So inside that method, we cannot use these access modifiers. Then method parameters. When we create a method, we may or may not use parameters. In case we use them, we are not allowed to use access modifiers. What happens if we use access modifiers? We will get a compilation error. In the book, they mention a very good example. Let's see that we have two packages, right? A package called library. This package contains two classes called book and coursebook and librarian. I mean three, not two. I'm sorry. Then we have building package. Building package contains two classes, storybook and house. Now, storybook and coursebook they both extend the book class. So this book class, okay? Storybook, which belongs to building package, extends from book class. So I'm talking about inheritance in here. Then we know that also coursebook extend from book, okay? So, but they are in different package. Let's continue with public access modifier. The public access modifier is the least restrictive in Java. A public class or interface can be accessed from anywhere. This means in the same package, in a different package, by unrelated classes. What is an unrelated class? Anyway, it's a class that does not share an inheritance relationship. The book class. So we will define a public class book in the library package. So we have a library package. Inside that we have a class called book. Okay, this book class will have a public instance variable called IceBean, and also we have a method, a public method called printBook. Let's access the public class book and its members. Okay, these members are ISBN and printBook from the house class. So there is another class called house. Okay, this house is inside building package. So there is another package called building. So this house is defined in that package. It is also unrelated to book class, which means that there is no inheritance relationship. Some key points. The book class and its public member are accessible in an unrelated house class. So we can access to that class and its public members, okay? Because they are public. Flexibility of public, the IceBean variable and printBook method are directly accessible even though house is a separate package. Okay, let's continue with the code demonstration. I'm gonna create a package called modifiers. Okay, inside this package, I'm gonna create two more packages. One of them will be called building, and another one will be called library. Okay, because we are going to follow the example that I just mentioned, library. Okay, so inside library, we are going to have three classes. One of them will be called book, book class, and the other one will be called librarian. The other one will be called coursebook. Coursebook. Okay, we know the coursebook extends book. Okay, private string ESBN. ESBN. Okay, then we get I'm gonna create a method here. A public method, public void, because we don't want this method to return anything, just to print something. This method will print the book ESBN, right? Just print here. Okay, that's it. Then we go to building package. Inside building package, we have two more classes. One class will be called storybook. Storybook. The other class will be called house. Okay. Okay, let's continue to house class. If we go to house class, we will make use of a constructor. So we'll create a constructor in here. Okay, inside our constructor, we are going to initialize an object of type book. Okay, so this will be book, like that. Okay, so we have access to ESB, and we will assign a number in here. We are going to assign 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to number 10. Okay, okay, then we will print whatever we have in there. We'll print the EF. Okay, then we are going to create our main method in here, our main method, and we are going to create an object of type house. If we print this, we will see the following. We will see the book ESBN, right? Okay, but I want to show you something really important here that I forgot to mention before. This is a top level class, so all top level class always must be public. What happens if I want to make this private? I cannot do that. Check. I cannot do that. But what if I want to create an inner class, a class inside out of class? Let's call this class uh, book book 2. Okay, I can make it private because that's not a top level class. Okay, also I just want to mention something else. I have access here to ISBN because if we go to the book class, we will see this ISBN is public. What if I make it private? I get an error in here. I cannot do that. I will need to create a getter or setter method to do that. A getter method to be exactly. So that's why it is quite really important to understand the access modifiers. I will make it public again. Protected access modifier. The method of data members declared as protected, they are accessible within the same package or subclasses in different packages. Protected members can be accessed by classes interfaces within the same package. This means we can use these members if they are in the same package. Also, if they are derived classes, which means subclasses, okay? Even if they are in different packages. We are going to continue with an example. We'll define a protected variable out of and a protected method. This method will be called modified template within the book class. So we are going to continue with our book class. Accessing protecting members and subclasses within the same package. Classes in the same package, whether they are related or not via inheritance or unrelated, we can access those protecting members as long as they are in the same package. Okay, so accessing protecting members in subclasses if they are in different package. Subclasses in a different package inherit the protecting members of the base class. So if I extend from my superclass, I am able to access to those interfaces, to those classes, to those methods of variables, as long as they are in different package. However, they cannot access protected members through an instance of that base class. We are going to continue with a code example. Okay, let's continue. Let's create a package in here we call demo3. Demo3 inside that package will create two mod packages. One of them will be called building. The other one will be called library. Library. Okay, inside library, we will have two more classes. We have book class and another class will be called librarian. Okay, inside this book class, we will create a protected string instance variable called author. Then we will create another protected void method. This method will be called modify template. Modify here. Okay, this method will print modifying template. That's it. Then we go to our librarian class. In our librarian class, we will create another method. This method will be called manage books because we are going to manage our books in there. Manage books. Okay, inside this method, we are going to create an object of type book. Okay, we are going to have access to the author. We will create an author in here. Okay, we are going to modify the template. Modify template, and just we are going to print the name of the author. Book out. Okay, that's it. Then we are going to create our main method. In our main method, we are going to create an object of the librarian, and we are going to call this method manage books. Let's run this method. Okay, we see that we have modified the template. Okay, we can have access to author and modify template. I know they are protected, but they are located they are in the same package. Okay, now let's continue with our building package. Now inside our building package, we'll create a class called storybook. Storybook. I made a mistake in here. I'm gonna refactor. Okay. Storybook. Okay, inside our storybook class, we are going to create a method. Will be public void access protected members. Okay, but this class extends book class. Okay, book is located inside library package. Storybook is located in building package. Book is located inside library package. They are located in different package. Okay, so we are going to extend. We are going to make use of the extends keyword, and we are going to extend book class from demo 3. Okay, so now we have access to the author and we have access to the modified template also. So we are going to change the author, George Orwell. It's an excellent author, by the way. Now we are going to call the modified template method. After that, we are going to print the new author. The new author will be George Orwell, of course. This author. Okay. Then we will create our main method. Our main method, and we are going to create an object of type storybook. Storybook, and we are going to call this method access modified, access protected members. I will clean here. We will see the result. Okay, we check the result has changed because now we get George Orwell. But what I cannot do here is to do this. I cannot do, for example, create an instance of type book and through that instance make a change. I cannot. Look, it says auto has protected access. Auto has protected access. That's why I cannot change it.